Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video, and finally the 9.0 update is here, and with it comes those new Jap, and especially the tier 10, the type 71, which is or is supposed to be a beast. And this is exactly what we're going to try to find out in today's video. When it comes to the statistics, we are talking about a tier 10 Japanese heavy tank, and Wargaming already announced that it was a mix between good mobility, good armor and good gun. But how good is it truly? The first thing I want to notice is that you have new equipments on the tank, new ones that you see only on the Japanese heavies, such as the improved vertical stabilizer, allowing you to get more gun depression and more gun elevation, or the improved suspension, allowing you to get overall a better mobility. So here you have a choice to make already, either the mobility or the gun. And personally, as I'm a heavy tank, I'm gonna go for the gun. That being said, let's see how it impacted my statistics. On the gun, as you can see, you have 9.3 seconds of reload for 400 alpha damage, which means that out of all the big heavies, you don't necessarily have the best DPM. But as you also have 9 degrees of gun depression thanks to the equipment I'm using, it's surely gonna help me being the king of any heals I'm gonna see. Because trust me, this thing is packing some serious armor. For the rest of the tank, and especially the mobility that I'm personally sacrificing because of the equipment I just showed, we still have 40 kilometers top speed at max. But there is something I want to talk about also on the mobility. Why am I not using the improved suspension, allowing me to get a better average speed? Because in my provisions, I'm going for the improved fuel that gives me 10% engine power boost. And even if it's not as big as the equipment, at least it allows me to get a mix between both equipments, the one for the gun depression, the one for the mobility. The biggest downside I found yet on this tank is the turn rate of pretty much everything, the hull and the turret, because the turret turns at only 18 degrees per second, which is truly low, and the hull is only 30 degrees per second, which is low as hell. Which means that with this tank, you are more than fearing the mediums and lights because of their circling abilities. So make sure to always stick with the pack with the rest of your allies tank, or at least don't be in an open field. For the penetration, you will not struggle at all, knowing that with your gold shell you have 330, and for your average penetration 255. On top of that, the HE is only 60 millimeters thick for penetrating, but well, we don't necessarily care about HEs when we're not talking about either a UK tank or an FV1A3. For the last part of the statistics preview, let's talk about the armor profile of the tank. As I mentioned, you have truly a big and well armored turret because of how rounded it is, which means that you can climb up to more than 4, even 500 millimeters of effective turretness. And on top of that, if you use only 6 degrees here because it's not equipped with the equipment I will be using, you get yourself even more. Just make sure not to get penetrated in this area right there, which seems to be the only weak spot of the turret, minus the cupola, which is not necessarily a weak spot when you use your 6 degrees of gun depression. But in definitive, if you are using this tank by only showing your turret, you should not struggle at all and be able to sustain against pretty much everything, FV1A3 and Hori included. For the rest, the upper plate is well armored. Nobody will penetrate without gold shells except tank destroyers. And your only weak spot, or what seems to be a weak spot, is not necessarily effectively a weak spot. It seems like, frontally talking, it's impossible to penetrate that tank without gold shell. So your only chance will be to circle. But how is it when you try to side scrape with it? Well, you are still packing some serious armor featuring 400 millimeters and more, which means that this tank is just a beast when it comes to the armor. So in definitive, if we summarize the statistics, when it comes to the gun, you don't necessarily have the best DPM, but at least you have one crazy gun depression. On the mobility, you don't necessarily have the best turn rate, but it's balanced by the fact that you can climb up to 40 kilometers per hour, finishing off with your armor, which is just the perfect one because, as we saw, it's impossible to penetrate you. So in definitive, Wargaming tried to make some aspects of the tank quite OP and balance them with several statistics that are kind of bad, like, as I said, the turn rate plus the reload time of the tank. So now it's time for us to see how those statistics are working in battle. Before jumping into the tank itself, I just want to notice how crazy those research certificates that we get into the battle pass helped players getting the best out of the new updates, because we literally have 7 Type 71 in this game only. It's going to be crazy, and it's going to be a nightmare for most of you for at least, I would say, 2 or 3 weeks, so be prepared. Now, time for us to focus on what's best, which is destroying tanks. So we're going to be polite, obviously, and I hope that it's going to be a good game, so it's featured and this guy will see himself into my game. Let's see how it goes. You see that Wargaming really worked on the dispersion factor, or what I should call maybe the aim circle, or whatever, the HUD for the aim. Unfortunately for us, it seems like as all my teammates decided to circle straight away, we are going to struggle a little bit and maybe not get the best out of the tank right now. Let's see if we have the possibility of maybe hiding or something like this, because I guess that we are going to have a lot of types camping in the back of the map. Can we maybe sneak one shot on that guy? Yes, we can. Perfect. My first damage ever with the Type 71, and it's above the regular roll, which is good. Okay, so now you're gonna see how crazy those 9 degrees of gun depression are making that thing work. Unfortunately, as my accuracy is 0.31 and not the same as the one we have on the grill or something like that, we can struggle sometimes. Come on, come on. Come here. Oh yeah, it's going to be a hull down fest, unfortunately for us. Let's see if I can sneak one on that guy. Yes, I can. Alright, so as they are all camping and they are probably not gonna move at all, we are gonna have to play aggressively. But at the same time, well, there is this grill that is struggling with the type and these 50M, and I'm pretty sure that I need to help him. But for the moment, when it comes to my feedbacks concerning the tank, the turn rate doesn't seem to be as much bothering as I thought it would be. So come on, let's maybe sneak a shell. Oh, god damn it. Why did we get this E50M on the way? Not a problem. We are going to finish him off regardless. There we go. We are using adrenaline right now because we want to kill this E50M as fast as possible. He missed his shell as I was wiggling. Bang. Oh, come on. How is my gun dispersion so bad? At least you see the true power of that tank, which is its crazy ability to bounce shells when there are not gold. So yeah, let's see how far this can get us. Bang, we kill the E50M. We only have to deal with the type. Can we escape? Yes, we can. He tried the E268 version 4 instead of me. He's trying to circle, but it's not gonna work. And now we get our first kill on a Type 71. Let's try now to push forward and test the limit of my mobility. Am I going to be able to get to those guys before they die? I think so, because all my teammates are in the back and the Object 268 version 4 is not necessarily the fastest tank ever. So let's go, let's go. Maybe we're gonna be able to finish off with a second kill on the Type 71. It's time for us to find out about this. Come on, come on. My 9 degrees of gun depression doing the job. I got a bounce. That guy died. And now you see how crazy the armor profile of that tank is. You literally can't penetrate the whole tank except if you are using gold shell, because otherwise it's just impossible. And it's crazy stupid how Wargaming made that work. Like, what the hell, Wargaming? What did you think when you first did this? Look at this, he even managed to bounce the 268 version 4. How crazy is that, guys? How crazy. Okay, can we get the kill? No, we can't. I missed on the turret. As I told you, there is a weak spot, but unfortunately, to get it, it's quite hard. And we finish off the first game being a victory with 2 kills in our results. Well, even if it's not a tank that is made to make a lot of money, at least it's a tank that seems to be quite fun. I don't know necessarily if Wargaming will nerf it or not, but for the moment, and with this game I just did, I'm quite impressed about the abilities of that tank. Of course, we're gonna go for a second one, and hopefully with less Type 71, it would be my pleasure wargaming. So guys, here is a better game, because as you can see, there are less Type 71s. And at least here, I'm gonna be able to truly show you or demonstrate the power of the hull down, because it's a perfect map that allows me to be in hull down. So I just hope that my teammates will follow me, because otherwise it's going to be a little bit problematic. Okay, I'm gonna try to bounce that guy. I managed to. I'm gonna try my luck on that IS-7. Unfortunately, the accuracy of that tank is not the best. And now we are sitting where we have to sit. 9 degrees of gun depression, an FV4005 that is reloading. Can I push him through? No, I can't, and I'm not gonna try it. Okay, we took over them. But if they truly have people... Oh shit. Whoa. Okay, we gotta be careful about that guy though. He sneaked one. Okay, no, I'm not gonna stay here, otherwise I'm gonna get broken or broke or whatever you want to call it, as they are trying so hard to get me on every single side. I would rather try my luck on the other side. I'm gonna try to maybe circle or something like that in order for the IS-7 not to be too upsetting for me. There we go. We are using the best out of our tank. Can we make him bounce? Maybe. Yes. You see the real thing about my tank right now. If he doesn't go for the weak spot, it's impossible for him to penetrate. And as you can see, it seems like even without getting to the weak spot, he can't penetrate. There we go. We bounced once again. So in definitive, we bounced 3 out of that poor Krantwagen, and he's getting totally wrecked. So what we learn here is that the tank we're playing right now is just a crazy one when it comes to the armor profile. Is Wargaming gonna nerf it? I don't know. For the moment, as the tank is new, maybe people don't know yet how to play against it, so they are not doing their best. But it seems like, well, the gun depression combined with the amazing armor will truly help you being the best with this tank. How did he manage to penetrate me? Yeah, as I told you, you see my turret, the right of the turret. This is the kind of things that awaits you. The side of the turret, not the right. What am I saying? Let's see if we can get, once again, the best out of our tank. Yes, we can. There is the FV4005 that will probably get bullied by whatever. Come on. Can I get him? No, I can't. I guess the Vickers is gonna do the job. Now, personally, I'm gonna try to focus on the bad chat. I truly need him to not try anything against me. He's probably reloading, though, so we are gonna have to struggle with him because he's a light tank. We are a heavy, and as I told you, your main weakness is open fields plus the fact that you're playing against those palace. Okay, so there we go. We're trying to bounce. 2 bounces. Okay, we track him down once again. That new aim time is just crazy, boys. It's truly helping me out. We're gonna switch to an HE shell right now because it seems to be the best option. Okay, I failed my HE, but as I caught him on fire, it's not necessarily a problem. And this is the story of how I'm gonna finish that poor bad chat that didn't or couldn't do anything. Now, the only thing we have to deal with is that FV. Can we get the shot with that type? Kill stealer in the nutshell, boys. I was waiting for this one. 4,000 damage. Now we head back to the 60 TP. And well, it seems like, yeah, the Type 71 is definitely a beast. Maybe we're gonna get 3 kills. 3 kills, I'm coming. Oh, are you kidding me? Come on, boy. What kind of RNG was that? God damn it. And this is the story of how, with my Type 71, I managed to bounce every single shell off the clip of a Krantwagen. Same for the Batchat, bounced 2 from an FV4005, and just managed to do the job. 5.4k damage. An ace tanker within my second game with the tank, 3,000 damage blocked. I don't think you need anything else, boys. This tank is just meta. Wargaming wanted to give us a beast for the updates. Well, I think that they did right, because oh boy, is that thing crazy. So hopefully you enjoyed, guys. If that's the case, feel free to subscribe, like, and share. And personally, I'm gonna see you soon for a new video. Bye.